Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Varinheim. Before we get started, like always, I want to do a quick shout out to our sponsor, D&D Beyond, an online digital tool set for DMs and players alike to keep track of your weapons, your allies' hit points, and your own hit points. So, I recommend checking out dndbeyond.com. And last session, if I'm not mistaken, the players had left the town of Cold left the town of Colden after essentially resolving the issue with the hag Myrtle, who had put a curse on the town due to Jonathan Tiller stealing her heartstone. The players quickly realized that although their actions were with good intentions, some unfortunate events took place. They left the town somewhat disheartened, headed toward the city of Aston, which they arrived at about a half mile out, where they were seeing a raid take place at a distance, people being attacked and captured. So we'll pick up from there. So bring them in.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, guys. Alrighty. That being said, if I'm not mistaken, you guys are about a half mile outside of Aston on the outskirts. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to people who actually saw, who were the two ones driving? It was Emerald, if I'm not mistaken, and Cricket, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Y'all were the ones that saw, like, y'all are actually the ones that are seeing in the distance. What y'all are actually able to see are houses on fire. You can see smoke billowing out above. People are screaming and running. You're seeing others moving rather awkwardly and attacking individuals and grabbing them and pulling them in the direction of the river that Aston borders on. In the air, you can actually smell the burning wood and iron, the smell of iron. It's in the air. At a distance, you can hear people screaming, others calling for out to what seems to possibly be family members, others just for help in general. So, what is the group doing?
I am going to slow the cart down. Hey, guys.
Yes, Emerald?
You should take a look at where we're headed.
Folks, head out.
Likewise.
Looks like we're almost there. Oh. Okay.
I just want to say that when you guys look over, you see what Emerald and Cricket have been seeing, and in the distance, though, you can see the large wall of Aston completely surrounding the city. Parts of the large wall are broken and have crumbled to the floor, to the ground. It's majority of it's still standing, but on this side of the city, it's pure chaos and hell.
Maybe pick up the pace again, Emerald? We ought to go help out with that.
These horses are going to be real mad.
Yeah, the people might be real dead, though.
You
We
take your bolt.
protect both the people and the horses.
Am I driving this cart right into things? Or
Not that.
Yeah, we should probably leave the cart a little bit away.
Give it like 1 or 200 yards and then we can just get out and run.
Agreed.
As long as they're out of harm's way. Are there any animals being attacked that we can see?
No, it's just people in general. People are being grabbed. You see some are like, as they're being grabbed, they're like being thrown to the ground and then instantly like having rope tied around them. Some
What
are
are they
being
being
dragged.
grabbed by?
At the distance that you're seeing, just regular people, but they're just moving awkwardly as if uh their movements are kind of like jagged. That it's not smooth like a regular person would be moving. It's almost as if uh they're sluggish in their attacks.
All right, so half the town got drunk and decided to attack the other half of the town.
Well,
Are there animals visible?
You can see like birds, dogs, cats, kind of occasionally like bolting for the woods or towards y'all's direction. They're getting away from what's going on.
With
Stalker's
nothing
just
pursuing
sitting
them?
here like, there aren't any animals there, so I'm not too worried about it.
People are horrible. Just let them die.
People.
Sure.
The
Well,
kid
while we
who
work
did
out the
defend himself.
semantics of how we're going to approach DM, can you roll a d20 for us for a party boon?
Could be my one nat 20 today. That's all I'm gonna probably have. Nat 20.
So roll 2 more times
Go, God dang it.
because that's the pick 2.
5 and 4.
Okay, you have a choice of we have advantage on our next stealth check, or we gain an additional hit die from the class you have majority levels in, as long as you are missing a hit
Hit die.
die. Okay.
I don't think any of us are missing a hit die.
Well,
You get
it
an
is
extra
what
one.
it is.
I'm gonna say you get an extra hit die in life, and it stays there until y'all actually have a long rest.
Okay.
Alrighty. And Wise Guy complimented my beard and gave me a boon, and it is a really, really good boon. I'm even faster. Thank you.
He's even faster. Oh god,
That's terrifying.
Let's
that is
go.
Um, well, is there any tree line on the path we're going down, or is it just wide open?
So the path that you're going down, uh, there's a road that leads from the woodline that you guys are at, and the woods follow down, but you can actually the trees start kind of becoming spaced out and uh, sparse, if you know what I'm saying. As you go closer and closer to the actual city, at about 100 yards out is when the woodline ends.
That's lovely. As much as the horses probably won't like it, we're gonna haul ass to the edge of the wood line, and I'd like to try and tie them up there so they're a couple 100 feet off.
Right. So y'all are gonna go kind of. So I will say that you guys are basically kind of like going down a hill towards this area. That's how you're able to see so far. So go down a hill and you're gonna get to the tree line and then stop, and that's where you're gonna have the horses be.
Yep.
All right. Are you guys going to try and stealth up to this, or are you just gonna bolt right into combat?
Is Phaethon male or female?
Hmm?
Is Phaethon male or female?
I think male.
Hold on, it's in my notes. Boop, boop, boop. Inventory, horse. Phaethon was a she.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
if it was a he, it was going to have a very punny name, but it didn't fit for a female horse, so thus we have a different name.
Gotcha.
That is
There's-
literally what it says in my notes.
By the way-
Sylvia is just calling out as Emerald rushes them to the horses, letting the ladies know that we're putting them under a little bit of extra work, but then they're done for the day. Promise.
I also want to make sure, Stalker, you've got access to Cricket's character sheet, correct?
I can look.
Someone's got to control Cricket for the combat session. So you guys basically book it towards the tree line. As y'all get there, I'm pretty sure y'all just instantly hop out of the wagon and everything and tie the horses up, making sure that they're safe and secure, and then moving into the town.
Mhm.
Or, well, the outskirts of the city, mind you. Alrighty, so there's a map for you guys up in Roll20. Letting you guys know that are watching, next season, we're going to have it to where you guys can actually see these maps. It's work in progress. We're getting there. So, you guys should have control of your tokens.
Negative.
Try that again there, Otter.
Negative.
What?
I cannot control the handsome fellow on the screen.
Try it now.
Negative.
That doesn't make sense. I've given you control.
I died!
Simple.
I'm gone!
All right. Now try.
Hey! Oh!
There we go. That's weird.
Okay.
That was bizarre. Yay, roll 20!
Alrighty. So with that being said, can I get everyone to roll initiative just so we can get that go ahead and started? While we're doing that.
Sure, I'll check what I'm sending you because I
Yeah,
can't see her sheet.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm
Oof.
seeing it.
I just
would
want to
be-
go fast, but I have a 4.
You
That
know,
would be a 3 with a 2 bonus.
Aha!
So I got that out of the way.
Well, I have a 4 with a 3 bonus, so here we are.
please,
That's
please
their,
tell me that Stalker and Cricket did better, because mine is a 1 with a 1 bonus.
I did. Let me
Two.
collect the die from the ground.
So we have a 2, a 4, and a 3.
Uh-huh.
I rolled a 1.
Give me a sec.
Woo!
3 of us have rolled a 1 for initiative.
Oh, this is how tonight's gonna go.
Let's get this out of the way early.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
All
So
right,
if
I
I'm
have
not
a 10, and Cricket has a 14. No, 11.
someone at least got something. What did Tanithil get?
4.
Ayana,
3.
Peter, and then Emerald,
2.
2. Jesus, what is up with y'all?
We had 3 natural ones.
It's because you got a 20.
Yep. The universe
And then-
had to write itself. Oh, thank you, wise guy. I appreciate that.
All right. So why is there multiple? Okay, so Fida, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so Cricket should go first, followed by Stalker, followed by this.
Could I just say this boon is a literal slap in the face?
What did you get?
You have advantage on your next initiative roll. Oh, I love it so much. That is just beautiful.
So if I'm not mistaken, the turn order should be Cricket, Saphira, Baddies, Tanithil, Fida, Emerald. Correct?
I didn't hear everyone else's
Sounds right.
numbers, so
Sounds
All
about right.
make sure. All right.
So glad that my nat 1 does not make me last. This is weird.
Only because there's people with worse bonuses and
worse.
the same rolling luck as you.
All right. So you guys book it towards the edge of the city. As you guys get closer, you can hear the screams of people that are running and trying to get away from these beings that are attacking them or in taking them towards the river. So you can hear the shuffling of uh, what appears to be enemies just on the other sides of buildings and through the area on the roads. You guys can put yourselves wherever y'all want coming in. Uh, letting you know the main gate of the city is this way. Okay.
Does Stalker
Is
have fast movement yet?
We're level 4. No, I get that at 5.
Okay, so I guess Cricket and Tanathil would be the first ones to get there if we want to go our full speed.
I got little legs. I'll get there eventually.
By the way, I
Pump
cannot
those
move her
legs.
token.
you can't? Oh yeah, because you're not. Okay, fixing that now for you.
And do either
How's that?
Cricket or Stalker recognize the attackers at all, whatever they are?
Roll a perception.
Or Cricket, that's a 23. For Saphira, that's a natural 20, which is 25.
As you got, does anybody else want to roll? By the way,
Sure.
for perceptions,
16.
where was
I
that for your initiative there, Aaron?
Well, yep.
you
It's
know
dice, man.
I know, right? It's completely.
this is all I have to say.
19 for perception.
That was another one.
That
That die goes away.
that die goes away, and you
It's
got a
a
19.
typo.
It's over there now.
Emerald is just kind of like looking at the ground, like trying to run with his little legs.
Please don't
Vita,
get metal dice, Otter.
Tanathil, Stalker, Cricket, as you guys get
There are metal
closer
ones.
to the outskirts of the city, the individuals that are attacking the city folk are extremely paled skin. You can see streaks of stained red on their mouths. You can see that part of their flesh is ripped and is just hanging in some instances. Their movement is, how should I say, just jagged and sporadic and yet not fluid at all. As they turn and corner you, they grab, they just do a bit of a growl like at the people that they're grabbing and pulling. But they're not attacking, or how should I say, they're attacking, but they're not killing every single person that they come across. Individuals that you see them come across are stocky, well built. They don't look to be just anybody. I would say at this point, Tanatho, you and Cricket both are 60 feet from the closest person. So if you want to just put yourselves wherever y'all want to be, come in at, you can. Stalker, I would say that
Like the very corner.
yeah. I would say Stalker, for your turn, you would probably need to do a full movement to for the most part, to catch up. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's along with Fida and Emerald. So Cricket is up first. If I'm not mistaken, she gets like 80 movement almost. She does a double
If
run.
she dashes, yes.
Yeah.
She has 40 foot of movement.
That's silly.
That's a monk.
Monks, man.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still Step of the Wind. Ridiculous.
And you say she is about 60 foot from the closest enemy? The very blatantly enemies?
Yeah.
She will probably dash to get up there.
Okay.
Is it currently carrying anyone, or is it moving towards someone?
This one,
Yeah.
the one that's currently going into a house. Yes, it's moving towards somebody that's inside the building. It's like at the
But not
actual front door.
at them yet. Okay, so
Right. The
she'll
door's like the door's been busted open, and it's like being just kind of like move in.
yeah, she'll just haul ass up to it then, and
All right.
use her action to dash to get up to it. And that'll be her turn.
Okay. Sphere is moving. As Cricket basically kind of like bolts up towards this strange creature that she's pretty sure she has an idea of what it is. One kind of like off to the side, just kind of like sees her and hears her movement, just kind of like turns to her. The individual that is kind of like in combat, like sees this and just is in horrible shape, like kind of like turns and runs to get away as it's completely distracted. And he's just gonna book it to the. Basically, you guys are heading southeast, so he's gonna basically kind of like turn southwest and head kind of the opposite direction a little bit. The creature that was fighting was going to turn and kind of move towards Gibbon. Actually get right up to her. And like as he's just kind of like moving towards her, he just kind of and just basically kind of like strikes at her as she moves in closer. Come on then. What's Gibbon's AC?
20.
Okay. So as like Cricket like runs up to this this enemy, the other one that kind of like moves up to her just right on her back right hand shoulder, as just swipes directly on her and just hits her for 4 bludgeoning damage.
Mark that somewhere. I should mark that somewhere.
The other enemy that she was in front of basically just kind of like continues going in towards the house and actually loses and kind of moves out of her area of like sphere of influence. So, or yeah, essentially sphere of influence. Do you want to use her reaction to attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay.
She'll swing with the staff in 2 hands.
All right.
15 is 22 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
D8. So that's 11 damage from her staff.
Like as
Probably
the creature,
towards the legs to try and slow it down. Or
all right.
it up.
As the creature just kind of like moves inside the building, you just hear 2 women inside just scream out as it's coming in. Cricket just right at the kneecap areas, and you just see the creatures like and just hit the side of the like the entryway of the door, pushing itself up and still like moving forward.
Mhm.
You guys see in the far distance the other creatures are grabbing on to other individuals and beginning to just pull them towards the riverbank that is essentially in y'all's direction, just straight east. So it would be this way. And you're seeing multiple individuals getting just carried off, essentially. I'm going to move these guys to about where they should be. This lady is getting pinned up against the wall here. This one is moving this way. All right, if I'm not mistaken, Tanithil, your turn.
All right. I'm going to run up 40 feet,
Okay.
make a Shadow Blade with a bonus action, and throw it at the zombie that is still on Cricket.
Alrighty. Roll attack.
So a
That hits.
23 to hit for 7 psychic damage.
Yep. As like you just kind of like saying basically you're just kind of like throwing like a magical blade into a sense.
Uh-huh.
Okay. As like you just throw this like magical blade and just hissing, you just see the creature just shake its head, dealing 7. You said.
Yep.
All right. Is that it for your turn?
That is it.
Fida, your go. If I'm not mistaken, you're in the same boat with Stalker. You need to do basically a double movement to catch up to where everybody else was. For the start of
I
your
have a
turn.
range of 120 feet for casting. No, I don't.
Technically, you don't have to do that though. I forgot. You have magic.
I'll move up 30 feet, and I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at the dude attacking Cricket, or right behind Cricket.
Alrighty.
Ruler still, that's why it's not going to be point. 17.
That hits. Roll for damage.
$13 damage.
So just
Force
this
damage.
force damage as like this your Eldritch Blast just sends out towards it and just hit this zombie and it just kind of like stumbles. You said 13 force.
Yes.
Alrighty. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I moved up the 30 feet for move action and did that, and done.
Alright. Emerald, your go.
You said we are how far away? Because technically we're off screen.
Technically 60 feet total.
60?
Screen.
Well,
Okay.
that's where Cricket and Tanithil started at. You guys
We're-
are roughly.
We're 120.
You're
away,
120.
60
Yeah.
from the edge of the screen.
Okay, well, I will double move 50 to get just almost to the edge of the screen.
Okay.
Is Tanithil within 60 of me from there?
It'd be
Yeah.
like exactly that.
Yeah.
50 or 60, actually.
I'm going to burn a bardic inspiration to do a tale from beyond.
Tell me the story of your people.
I'm gonna hustle 50 feet. And it's a D6. That's a 6. You receive the tale of a traveler. You gain temporary hit points equal to my bardic inspiration die roll, which is a 5, plus my bard level, so you gain 9 temp HP.
Alright.
Your speed is increased by another 10 foot,
Yes.
and you have a +1 to your AC.
Oh, man. That's a nice tale. I like that tale.
What does that put your AC at there, Tanithil?
Right now, just 17 because I haven't started my song, but all things together, it'll be a 21 or 26 with shield.
Dang.
And if I start my song, I'll have a 60-foot move speed.
Yes, so
Let's go.
for clarification, the movement speed and the AC bonus remain as long as the temp HP remains.
Okay, so I need to not get hit. Alright. Thank you, Emerald.
Cricket, your go.
Cricket. If I had to guess at her personality, would try to get in there. They've got this one next to her. She's gonna try and get in there. Does she have to spend a key point to disengage as a bonus?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So spending a key point to disengage, if I can English, she would move in and attack the one inside, try and get its attention away from the people.
Alrighty.
So that one is, and no, that's wrong. That's a
Technically, she'll have advantage.
13 to hit. Oh, if she has advantage, that's
Because
There's a
still a
technically,
13 to hit.
what'd you say?
Still a 13 to hit. The second roll was worse.
So, like, as Cricket just like kind of like
Oh wait,
turns
no,
corner, does
that's
she
one better. That's a 14 to hit. I'm stupid.
is she doing a punch or what?
Swinging with the staff again. She's already got
So, like,
it out.
as she's like turning the corner, she's just crap right against the creature's back of the neck. You see the head just to the side as it breaks, and the creature's like as like the neck is snapped, just turns towards blood just pouring out.
You want me to roll damage?
Roll for damage.
Okay. 8.
Alrighty. Is that it for turn or?
Yeah, that's all she can do this turn.
All right, Stalker, you're up.
And she is 60 foot out, roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's probably going to rush in, and take Cricket's place to block the other one from behind Cricket.
Alrighty.
But that's action to dash, so that's her turn.
Okay. As you kind of move into place, the creature that was just behind Given just instantly swings out. And that does not hit. As like it just goes swings out, you just kind of swoop in and just instantly. I would take away your Warhammer, correct?
Yeah, it's a maul right now.
Yeah, Maul. Basically, just kind of like knocked its arm away and just gets ready to make another attack. The other one that's on the other side of Cricket instantly swings out at her. 14 does not hit. As it just kind of like goes to hit, Cricket just kind of like ducks and just goes right over her. The other creatures that are like just to y'all southwest begin just kind of like dragging the people that they've got away from the area. Say this one's going to get about right here. These pull this one this way.
Damn, they
And
move
Dylan.
fast holding a person.
They're basically not having much resistance since there's two of them, I would say.
Okay. Both.
Yeah.
they're
Both are basically just
carrying a
pulling them
person
along.
with 2 of them each. Okay.
Right.
Makes sense.
It's not just one individual. Minus this one down here, actually. This one's only going to get about this far. This guy is still booking it down. This person on the far end just is running away. Tanithil, what are you doing?
All right. Well, it looks like Saphira or Stalker and Cricket have the first couple handled, but we've got a few others going on. I'm gonna run down to this pair that have a civilian there, and now the burning question: am I allowed to flank with the civilian that is being attacked?
I would say no. This person's actually restrained and being pulled.
Okay, so I'm gonna start my song and draw Kilvet's rapier, and I'll burn a charge to have advantage on an attack, and I'm gonna cast Green Flame Blade attacking this one here.
All right, roll for an attack.
Right.
Terrifying.
That is.
Okay, that's... I may have missed the attack roll part of entering it on roll 20. So anyway, so that's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, so the first one takes 10 piercing damage, and then the green flame jumps to the one beside it to do 4 fire damage to that one.
Alrighty. So like you just kind of, and like as you do this flame, just right off to the next one. The one off to the side just and just instantly looks at you.
Bring it
Is that
on.
it for you?
That is my turn.
Fida, your go.
I am going to move forward another 30 feet, so I'm now at the edge of the here.
Okay.
I have line of sight of this dude here.
Yes, you do.
I'll just blast him.
I will say he's going to have a little bit more AC because between you can see him, Stalker and the other creature is in the way. Just saying. So it's like you're basically having to like really aim.
Then instead, I'm going to attack the dude that's side stalker.
That works.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
It's going to be 9 force damage.
As like the Eldritch Blast just right into its side. Creature's just kind of like barely standing up. It's like just kind of like its body's just mangled and just dropping towards the ground, barely holding itself up. Is that it for turn? Peter?
Yes, that is.
All right, cool. Emerald, your go.
I will move to just regular full movement.
Yep.
Not dashing.
Okay.
And we are going try and stop one of the groups from carrying off. I'd like to throw a guiding bolt. First level at this fella.
Alrighty. So you need to make a save, or is that a...
That is just a good old attack roll.
Okay,
Plus
make sure.
6. That is a 19.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay. 4d6 of radiant goodness. 6, 12, 13, 16.
Just as these guiding bolts just land in the side of the creature and its leg, and it just begins just kind of like limping along, just kind of is just trying to pull this person along. The other being that's next to it just kind of like swipes at it as it yanks the person away, just leaving the other one to just kind of like turn towards you. Said that was 16, you said?
16 damage.
Okay.
Radiant if it matters.
Alrighty. Cricket's turn.
Let's swing that shit again.
Go for it.
One more go with that staff.
She still has flanking.
So that's 22 to hit.
That hits.
And 13 damage.
Just crack right against his knees again, trying to basically get it to just collapse on the ground. It's still standing up. And it just growls out.
Then she's gonna
And
kick it right in its freaking jaw
Go for it.
with a bonus action.
Do that.
That doesn't use a key for a single strike, right?
I don't think
Correct.
it does, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And that's 12 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. Oh, that's the wrong die. That's not a. That's the die. For 6 damage.
Just crack right against his jaw as she kicks it. Just its mouth just trying to make a sound. It just doesn't. Is that it for turn?
Yeah, that's everything.
Stalker, you're up. I still cricket at the moment.
Emerald cast at this one.
Yes.
Yes.
This,
And it's
all
currently
glowy
turned to
now?
face towards him. Huh?
this one.
Oh, it's turned to face him.
Yep. In the direction that the damage came from, yes.
I'll get to you eventually.
And the next attack against it has advantage.
Yes.
The-
Guiding bolts.
Billing. Yeah. Her eyes are going to start glowing. And she's going to snarl at the face of the one in front of her.
Okay.
And then suddenly zoom to her left and tackle the guiding bolt one to the ground with the maul.
Okay.
Like across its throat.
Okay. Have you roll a attack roll.
Oak doke.
Has advantage.
That's the wrong sheet. That's a 18 to hit.
That hits. So basically you're tackling it to put it on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, she's trying to take it down.
Yeah, yeah. Directly on the ground. He's just snarling at you at this point.
Slow them down.
So you want to move your token then?
I should do that.
Yeah. All right. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
All right. So just so we know what's going on here, this one has a little net on it. The one that you basically ran from as you bolted, by the way, attack of opportunity. That does not hit. Like as like you bolt, it's like attack just and like you were long gone. Like as it swung out, but as like you ran, it just instantly kind of like turns and looks towards Cricket and just begins moving in her direction. The two creatures are going to basically just instantly turn, just swing at her. Yeah, neither one hit. Like as like the first one swings, she ducks. As the other one like kind of like goes for her leg, she just does a front flip over its attack. It just kind of like lands in the same spot, just kind of like ready to go. The one that you tackle is just snarling at you as his buddy, and the one that, and the other two that are pulling this other woman start running off. This one's going to get to the edge of there. These guys are a lot further, by the way. I can't really. Yeah. The ones that are down towards near Tanithil, one kind of like wraps itself around and instantly swings. 22 hit there, Tanithil.
Well, it would, but I'm going to cast Shield.
Shields! The 18 doesn't hit the next one. Next, because that's still in the turn, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
My
What
AC
does
is
that
26
put
right
you
now.
to now? Oh my god.
26.
Jesus. So, like, as the attack, just, like, the first one that hits, just as, like, your shield just instantly comes up, and as the other one, like, goes to hit, just basically just kind of, like, goes right past your back where you would have, like, hit, but you basically, like, kind of, like, turn and focus for a brief moment the other before going back. Tanithil, your turn.
At this point, I'm more just messing with them. I'm going to sheath my rapier and reconjure my shadow blade, and the one around behind me, I'm going to completely ignore. I'm going to attack the one that is holding on to the civilian,
All right.
and here we go. Roll a crit already. Come on. Triple. No. Okay. 19 to hit
That
for
hits.
a whopping 4 psychic damage. I swear this spell does a lot of damage,
So
but
like,
it's just not.
as your shadow blade just casts across them, and it just kind of shrieks out in pain.
Yeah.
Is that it for your turn?
Um. Yeah. That's all.
Poor Tanithel. He was hoping for so much more.
It's
Theta, your go.
2d8.
I will move up another 30. On
Okay.
I'm going past hex on the dude.
Alrighty. Cast some hex on him.
Yep. So he's now just cursed.
Put a little skull on him.
Good. Question
Is
is,
that it?
that is a bonus action. Cast that. I've moved.
So you're stopping your attack?
You can still
Yeah, well.
cantrip.
Yep.
And I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast! Roll an attack.
A 23.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay, that is 13 force. Is a sick product? Yeah. For two necrotic.
How much damage total?
15 total.
15. Okay. Alright. So like as like the creature like as like you hit, just, it goes flying off to the side. And as it like lands, like it just kind of lays there for it just lays there. Doesn't move.
Like, it's fully dead?
As far as you can tell, it's not moving.
I actually need to know, because my curse, if it's dead, moves to a next thing.
Oh, that's weird. Zombies
You
are
have to
technically
bonus action
undead.
to move that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. It'd
If
be
the
a
target
bonus
drops
on
to
the
0
next
hit points
turn.
before the spell ends, you can... Oh, okay, it's, yeah, use bonus action on a subsequent
Mhm.
turn of yours to curse a creature.
Right
that's
again
the
later.
awkward part. That's the awkward part. Technically, for its ability, it has to hit 0 hit points. So awkwardness, like I would still say you could still have moved it no matter what. Like it would have died for a brief moment. But
on
zombies are a
subsequent turn, I
bitch.
can do.
Yeah, she can't do it now anyway, so
Yeah.
just see what happens between now and her next turn.
It's Fetus. It's Emerald's
Yeah.
turn. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
And we're gonna move 30 feet, hustling along on these little legs.
That should be 25.
Oh, there. Thank you.
Sorry.
I play so many characters that are 30, my brain just defaults to 30.
Yeah.
Right?
But yes. That's quite alright. Let's see. The one that Tanithil is stabbing,
Okay.
I would like to toll the dead. I need a
Okay.
wisdom save.
From him?
Yep.
From the,
DC 14.
you got it. You have it.
Takes Sorry, it's missing hit points. That's a D12, not a D8.
Point of casting that.
Not
Huh?
radiant damage, correct?
It is not radiant damage, it is necrotic
Okay.
for 10.
All right.
All the cantrips are doing more than my second level spell.
So like, as you
I mean,
just cast
the
this
guiding
spell,
bolt did pretty good.
Yeah.
That
Like-
was a level.
as like you cast your spell, you just see the creature just be in immense pain. Is that it for Emerald for the turn?
I will use a bonus action
Okay.
to take out my horn and give it a toot. And give Stalker a bardic inspiration.
You're
Sweet.
inspired.
So that can be used on an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. It is a D6.
All right. Are you there? Are you good there, Emerald?
That's about as much as I could do.
Crickets, your go.
You're going to take another swing. Try and take this thing down.
Okay. Roll an attack.
That's a lot. 24
That hits.
for 11 damage.
As she just cracks right against it, the creature just collapses on the ground.
Does she know about anything that happens with these when they hit 0?
I would say that she would be wary on whether or not it's actually truly dead.
The two people in the building, are they combatant at all?
They're automatically as soon as like Cricket drops them, they're just like, oh thank God. Like just instantly just thankful and like kind of like running towards her.
I can't be certain what she'd do in this situation, but she'd probably tell them to stay back.
Okay.
Or to get to safety, one of the two.
Alright.
And if she's being wary, she'll stay and watch it, yeah.
Okay. Stalker, your turn.
The one that she tackled to the ground, did it get up on its turn?
No, it's still on the ground. You got it. I thought you had it like pinned down.
Oh, okay. And the others are like 80 feet out and closer.
Yeah, these guys, the closest one to you for that one's like 40 feet. The other ones are like 80 at this point. This one's on the ground, lying down. This one's lying on the ground. These two are up fighting 10th health.
She's gonna turn around as she stands up, look at Emerald and Fida. You two chase the others. We can handle this. And golf swing the shit out of her maul at the head of this thing.
Roll with advantage.
That is a 22 to hit.
That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit.
21 to hit.
Roll damage.
Oak doke. That's 2d6. 6 plus 4 plus 2 is 12. 12 bludgeoning.
So like as you just right across his head just spins completely around, and then just right back like at you, just beginning to
Like,
like
what? Oh,
try and get up. Yep. Is that it for Stalker?
Yes.
As like that happens, you just like hear off to your side, just like the movement of the one that Fita just put down. Instantly get up and just bellows out in her direction and gets up and starts moving towards her. Cricket, who is kind of like focused and also keeping eye, sees the other one just start moving and getting up, the one that was inside the house. And it's going to automatically go for a swing, by the way, on Cricket. But as it does, its arm just flops like right off, falling off. Just flops like right on the ground. The two at the bottom are instantly going to turn towards, or are going to focus on Tanathil.
And the civilian get away.
This one,
Yeah.
she's like tied up, being dragged. So you're at least preventing her from being taken away. 21 hit, I take, or no?
Well, it would.
Well,
Let's make the AC a 26 again.
okay. So like as it like hits, it just as like your shield just instantly comes up, the other one just instantly like kind of like tries to swing, but like as the shield comes up, bats its arm away from just the aura of it. The other two creatures instantly are still pulling the other one. The other one, the two that were about 80 feet away, they're about 125 feet from you guys at this point. They're really hauling with the one that they've got. The other one is about at this point, I would say, is finally getting to like 80 feet from you guys. Tanithil, your turn.
Alright, I am gonna take a swing at the one with the civilian again.
Okay.
23 to hit for 15 psychic damage. That's
That
better.
hits. As like you do, the creature kind of like bellows out in pain.
He's
And
still going?
He just crumbles to the ground.
Okay. So how is this civilian actually like bound up? Can she
Her
run now?
legs, no, her legs are tied up, and so is her arms, like just kind of like bent.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I've been blessed with fantastical speed, and I need to put this to use. So I'm gonna shout out to Fida and Emerald, take care of her. I'm going after the others. And I'm gonna run just so fast.
Okay. As you go to run, the other one's going to make an attack of opportunity.
Go for it.
As like it does, and just like tries to like grab you, it just grabs nothing but air.
It's just a
I have
blur.
speed.
How far did you run?
Well, my base move is 60, and you said the first set of zombies with a person were 80?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna do a Misty Step to get the rest of the distance and be threatening them then.
All right, as like you just close that distance, the zombie just kind of like see like is able like hears in the corner of your eye, you're like you landing and just like and just like turns instantly towards you.
Hello there.
Tannehill
go.
needs all of the speed. This is
Right.
amazing.
60-foot wizard speed. Let's go.
Just there.
That's my turn.
All right.
Alright. I'm going to move here. I'm just trying to figure out where I have line of sight to see this dude right here.
I mean,
Probably from where you are.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on the ground, as far as you can see. Like, he's on the ground, not moving.
Yeah, well, he's getting shot with a blast.
Okay.
25 to hit.
That hits. Well, disadvantage. He's on the ground. Just want to clarify that. That should be a disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay,
Ranged
so
attack,
14 to
yeah.
hit.
That hits. I'm sorry, I had to clarify that. I apologize. Don't hate the
Force
DM.
damage.
As like
Is
you
that the one you're-
just his body just goes tumbling away. Still on the ground, not moving. Is that your turn there, Fido, or you?
That's gonna be my turn.
Emerald, your go.
I'm gonna move 25 to get me about her,
Okay.
and the one that hobbled itself back up,
This one right here.
this one.
Same.
I'm going to throw a sacred flame at it. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw. 14 is the DC.
One minus one is 0.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. D8 of radiant. It takes 6 radiant damage.
Like as you do this, this just black aura shoots from it as it just crumbles. Its like skin just sags and crumples together as it just falls to the ground.
Now it's dead.
Now it's dead. Is that it for your turn?
That's really about all I got. Hold on.
Right.
Nope, that's an action. Never mind.
Alrighty. Let me know.
Nope, I'm done.
Alright, Cricket, your go.
This one's starting to move again. Is it on the ground still?
No, it's standing at this point.
Are there any other doorways in this building?
There's a back door.
And the people haven't moved for it at all?
Like as soon as like this thing was like getting up, they were getting ready to move, but
Okay.
yeah, no. Not yet.
She'll circle around it
Okay.
and attack it again. Try and put herself between it and the people.
Alright, roll on attack.
That's 20 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
You 6 damage. Yes.
Like as Cricket, is that with her staff?
Yes, I rolled a 1.
As Cricket just like moves around and just hits it, it just instantly like falls back onto the ground and just knocked right back unconscious again, it seems.
And that'd be her turn.
Okay. Stalker, you're good. Like as like you've heard this body just like land outside this house, it's kind of like laying there. Its mouth is just kind of like hanging open. Its eyes are just kind of like looking up into the sky.
And remind me, the one in front of me
Is
spun around and then it roared again.
yeah, this one. Yeah, it's up.
Alright. Let's take them all and smash it straight down on it. See
All
if
right,
we
roll
can crush
attack.
the head.
Oh shit! Come back.
That's a dirty 20.
That hits. Roll damage.
That's the wrong guy. Go away. Too many characters. 13 damage.
As you just right on top of it, just blood just spatters everywhere. That black ore just shoots out from it as it just crumples to the ground.
Okay.
The one that Cricket just hit outside the house just instantly just gets right back up and instantly starts making its way towards her again.
I still have movement.
Oh,
I'm
I
probably
apologize.
going to move towards it.
Oh, okay.
The whole, like, 5 feet away it is.
Attack of opportunity, you may have.
Okay. Oh, that's a terrible attack. But was it D6 you said? Yes. A little better. 13 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. Then it does not move because Sentinel.
Okay.
Oh. Ugh. 5, 11.
Is this where you're mauled?
Yes.
Okay.
11 damage.
Like you just whack right against its torso as it just hits against the wall and just collapses to the ground. The two at the bottom near Emerald, the one that Fida hit with her, if I'm not mistaken, you hit it with Eldritch Blast, correct?
Did.
Instantly gets up and just like looks in yours and Emerald's direction and begins moving towards Emerald.
Come on, fella. Come say
These
hi.
two are going to wrap around you. Does 19 hit?
It'll hit me.
We
As these two just like one like hits directly on Emerald's back, dealing 3 bludgeoning, and the other one just instantly like caves in on your torso, dealing 4. So 7
Okay.
damage total.
Fine by me.
The one that Tanithil is currently dealing with instantly swings out at him. 23 to hit.
You are rolling far too well against me.
I remember majority of my attacks earlier were with advantage.
I'm just gonna allow it. You get one
Oh,
hit.
I'm sorry. As like you just like kind of like close that distance, like right across your torso, dealing 6 bludgeoning.
All right. I still have
other-
10 hit points.
As the other 2 zombies are just dragging the other person away, just making that distance go even further. Tanithil, your go.
So I've got 3 over here, 1 attacking me and 2 on the person.
Yeah, we gotta understand, like the other 2 were like 30, 40 feet ahead already. So they're now like 60 feet away from you, while this one is directly on you. There's only one.
Okay, well,
You're-
I don't care about him. I'm
Okay.
sorry if that hurts his feelings, but I'm moving onward, and I will run the 60 feet and maybe kill this mosquito in my living room. I don't know. But I will run up there. You can take your attack of opportunity. And I will swipe with a rapier again. Switch over to that for a green flame blade on one of the ones carrying the civilian away.
burning a charge with it for advantage.
Yes, I like my
Okay.
advantage. 22 to hit.
You do realize that when you roll, it rolls advantage with it already, right?
I have a feat. I roll 3 dice when I roll advantage.
It's so cool.
Yes.
I like it. I like
That's
it.
why I want my advantage so bad.
It hits. Deal 10 piercing.
10 piercing
Okay.
to one, 4 fire to the other one.
Like as like you just stab it, just like the rapier just right through the torso, and the green flame just right off to the next.
Still
They
haven't gotten a
drop the
crit with
people.
my very high odds for crits.
I know, right? Fida, your go.
I am going to move as bonus action Hex to here.
Okay.
And then Eldritch Blast him
Eldritch Blast. Go.
for 15 to hit.
That hits.
That's dice off the table.
That don't count.
12 force and 3 necrotic.
He just right in the back. It just hollers out. Still standing though. Any movement, or are you gonna stay where you at?
I'm going to up. And done.
Alrighty. Emerald, your go.
Well, this is all fun and dandy, fellas. But how would you like 5 of me?
What?
And I am going to grasp my holy symbol through my beard and cast Mirror Image.
Oh my. Do I need to make any sort of save or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry. 4 of myself, not 5. 3 illusory duplicates of me appear in the space. Until the spell ends, the duplicates move with me and mimic my actions, shifting position so it's impossible to track which image is real. Each time a creature targets you with an attack during the duration, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack instead targets one of my duplicates.
Okay.
If I have 3 duplicates, as long as I roll higher than a 6, it just hits a duplicate and it's dissipated.
Alright. Okay. I put 3 other tokens, I know.
Yeah, so
Is that
they're
it?
all like in my space around me, though. They're not like spread
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I know.
But
I just like
Just so you
Yeah.
know how many.
that's okay. So, come on, fellas, let's have fun.
yeah, we'll do it like that. Cricket's turn.
The one in the doorway, is it up or down?
It's currently still down on the ground. But unlike the other one, there was no black aura that shot out after you killed it. Or possibly killed it.
How far are the... Let me rephrase that. Can she see the 2 that are furthest away?
Towards Emerald or towards Tanithel?
Towards the north.
Tanithel. They're about 125 feet. I would say you can see it, but it's a pretty good distance.
I do believe. She can cover that distance by spending a key point and dashing with both bonus and main action. She is just enough movement to reach them, and that's what she's gonna do.
Alrighty.
So we're just gonna put her over there
Alrighty.
Welcome to the party.
because Stalker is towering over this one on the ground, so the people are safe.
Stalker, your turn.
And speaking of towering over it, give me just a moment. Remind me, does it take an action to drag something, or is it just half move speed?
Half move speed.
Okay.
Unless, in this instance, you got like 2 people dragging it, and I give it full movement.
She's gonna drag this fucker over to the one next to Emerald, right here. So that it's still next to her and away from the people. And then she's gonna turn around and swing at the one behind Emerald.
Okay.
And try to use a shove attack to knock it to the ground.
Roll an attack.
You just swing the dude you're dragging.
That's
I
right.
mean, if that's okay, I would love to do it.
You're going to need to roll a strength first.
More than willing to. I love it.
It's already in your hand. You might as well swing with it.
Do you want me to use this roll and another one? Because raging. Because I already
Yeah.
rolled this one. Okay. So. 17, 21.
I'll give it to you. You
Yes!
like instantly pick it up and throw it, but I want a dex throw as well to see if you actually like hit it.
So roll in an improvised
Roll.
weapon dex
Yep.
based? Okay.
Yep.
Is it still being as a melee attack?
Yes.
Okay.
You got your bardic inspiration die too.
No, I used that last turn, which I
Okay.
need to remove that from my sheet. But that's okay, because rolled really well again. So, improvised weapon, you take away the proficiency, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless you have the
So,
feet for it.
Dex, that is a +3, dirty 20.
You just launch it at the other zombie, just like as they both just hit the ground and tumble.
Yes. Knock all the pins down.
I'm gonna say roll a d6 for damage.
Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta hit a dude with another dude.
Yeah.
So that's a 4 on the die. I have 2 from raging. Am I adding anything else?
Nope.
Okay, so 6 total.
All right. Both take 6 damage. All right.
Thought you could use a little help, Emerald.
As like you threw the other zombie, it instantly just like it wakes up. You just see just and just crumbles to the ground as they both just like kind of like untangle themselves and get up and like
I
look
had
towards
it
you.
covered, but I appreciate it.
Like they both just head towards Stalker at this point. Both just like start swinging in air at you. The other one's going to make an attack at Emerald. Emerald, do you need to roll a d20?
You bet. It's above a
hit.
6.
So I just hit one.
You have to roll higher than a 10 to hit their AC.
Yeah, no.
Okay, one of them is gone.
Yeah, he didn't hit the AC.
He didn't hit the AC?
No.
Okay, well then, I still have 3.
All right.
Yeah.
Tanathil, the two that you attack, like they instantly both drop the person and instantly just kind of like move around you. They just instantly are focused. One attacks, misses. Other one rolls a 19.
Nope.
Both
21.
just are swinging wildly. One's like trying to like hit you, also like trying to avoid cricket. The other one that was like further back is just dragging the other person along past you guys, or well, not past y'all yet, but is heading towards the riverbank. Your turn, Tanathil.
Alright, so we're kind of off the board now, but can I maneuver around to flank with Cricket?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Then I shall do that. Save my
Alright.
rapier charges. I will never ever crit, it is not my destiny. But on one of them, 11 piercing damage, the other one, 4 fire damage. And about how far do we have to the last civilian, the last zombies?
They're about 20 feet from you at this point,
Well, that's not bad at all.
but they're still moving.
That's only
Yeah.
a third of my movement.
Now I can definitely manage that. How far till they get to the water?
I would say they're about 60 feet.
Alright, I'm gonna give them one more round then. Not leave Cricket with what'll end up being 3 zombies.
Okay.
So I'll stay here for now.
Okay. Fida, your turn.
First, which one is the one that has my hex on it?
This one.
Okay, it is that one? Okay. They've been moving around a bunch, so I wasn't sure.
I mean, when you yeet one against another.
That's why I want to know. How far am I away from the ones that are close to the river?
I would say you're probably around 80 feet.
I am going to Eldritch Blast with them.
Okay. There's one carrying a person, or yeah, carrying a person, dragging.
Yeah, I'm going to try and hit the other one that's not dragging the person.
Okay, so the one that's behind Tanthil that you have a clear line of sight, nothing you can go for, no issues. All right.
That's nat 20.
That's nice.
First combat one I've rolled in like 6 years. Can someone quickly refresh me?
Double your dice.
You roll any dice you roll it twice.
Yeah, but got to remember, my crit system is different. So what is your Eldritch Blast? A D10?
It's a 10 plus 5.
10 plus 5. So you, instead of rolling 2d10, you roll 1d10 and then just max out that second dice.
Oh, were we
Dude.
still doing that?
Okay, so it's 15.
We're still doing that.
Okay.
So it's 15 plus 5?
15 plus 6.
Okay. So you just instantly, just this zombie just goes flying as black orbs just wafts onto the air. Tanthil, you actually felt that force hit you from behind. It didn't hit you,
Watch
but you
it.
get impaled.
You're fine. And I'm going to move 30 feet up.
Okay. Emerald, your go. Ow, that was a loud screech. I apologize.
Why'd
Emerald.
you
Too
do
loud here.
that to yourself then? Well, if this guy's gonna be up in my face, I don't get to use this that often. I'm just gonna reach out and touch him. I would like to cast Inflict Wounds.
It's not radiant, correct?
It is not radiant. That is again
Okay.
necrotic.
Yep, thought so. Con save, right?
Nope, attack roll.
Oh,
Melee attack.
Melee attack. I literally am going 19 to hit.
that
13
hits.
plus
Roll
6.
damage.
3 d10. If my brain
Why
can
would you
remember
want
what a
touch a rotten flesh
d10.
bag?
Hmm?
Why would you want to touch a rotten flesh bag?
You never
Inflict
know.
Worst wounds on it.
You don't know what kind of cleric I am.
Getting some insight, though.
That is
Necrophilia
9.
domain.
That was a really good roll. 9. 18.
As like you just grab onto
20.
this thing, you just,
24.
Alright.
as you grab onto this thing, just black veins just form through its body before that aura just instantly dissipates as its body just crumbles to the ground.
That will be my go.
Cricket's turn.
Oh, that worked.
Yeah.
Well, it was a lot of damage.
Cricket's next to the 2 that are dragging one person.
Yeah, like there's a zombie,
Flanking with
Tanithil, zombie, cricket.
she will swing at the head with her quarterstaff.
Go for it. Well,
Oh,
there was zombie
shit.
Tanthil zombie cricket, but it's more just
That
Tanthil
was a
zombie cricket.
19 and then a 20 on the die.
Flanking is good.
Flanking is good. Roll for crit.
So 8 plus another 8, 16 damage, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 16 damage.
As
from
like
the
just
first strike.
cracks right against this head, the head just shoots off and just tumbles on the ground as the body just collapses as the black order.
And then she will run over to the far one. Is how far?
From you
20
guys,
feet?
20 feet.
20 feet. She'll run over to that one and use an unarmed strike against that. Probably run at it and just jump and kick it in the back of the freaking head. The
Last
furthest
one.
one away. The last one.
Yeah, well,
This is Cricket's
still-
turn, not Stalker's.
I was really confused. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
we're on
was
top of
confused.
both of them. What do you mean? Okay, don't mind me, folks.
Oh. No. She's probably going to jump right past it.
Could have stayed here with the advantage.
That was a 1.
Like as Cricket like goes, like as she like hits with her staff and like instantly kind of like digs into the ground to like head towards the person, she just like loses her feet, and stumbles over the 20 feet to get to the next zombie, as it's just pulling the person with it towards the riverbank. As Cricket like lands, it just instantly begins like doubling its movement, just trying to hustle to get away. It's going to get this time 40 feet away. Like it's really pulling at this point.
So she has an attack of opportunity, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Rolls
No, she
another
doesn't.
one.
It's another 1.
Like as Cricket like tries to go like hit, her staff is just still dug into the ground. The other two are
Out of the
going to
mud.
swing at Stalker. Well, one rolled a 21, the other one rolled a 1. So what's your AC there, Stalker?
17.
Like as it hits you, you just kind of like and just kind of like bunt it to get back as it does. The other one like kind of like misses his attack. Take 5 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Panathil, your go.
Alright, so I got 1 left on me, but I do still have a person here.
I
I
think
think.
no, because Fida killed the one that was behind you.
And
Cricket
killed this
killed
one.
the other. Yeah.
Okay. Then I will run up the... I guess it'll be 60 feet now if they ran another 40 feet. To the ones with the last person.
Burn that final charge. See if you can get yourself a crit.
You think I'm gonna burn a charge, but I'm actually just gonna do a Shadow Blade, because that's advantage anyway.
Okay, that works too. Rolls a 1.
The odds of me getting a 1 with 3 d20s, that is 1 in 8,000. I can't get a single 20.
I think
But
you forget. I've seen 3 players all roll a 1 for a
Oh,
check.
it's definitely possible, it's just
In a row.
insanely unlikely. So
Yes, but this
23
would
to
be
hit.
rolling 3
That hits.
ones.
Uh-huh. So one of them, because they should both be at full health, I'll just pick one 15 psychic damage to him.
There's only 1 pulling.
I thought there were 2 here. Then
No, there's just 1.
There were 2 where
your
you
last
were.
one.
I demand a bigger board, because I have no idea what's going on with me and Cricket.
He's like, I'm confused. Wait a second, hold up. Gotta remember. 2 were pulling, 1 the other one. One
Okay.
way. There was 1 going this way. You've killed these 2 with Fida and Cricket. You went to this one over here.
This one got a Shadow Blade nicely through his chest.
Take 15.
Good
You just-
solid hit.
It's a blood-curdling growl coming from him.
Here I thought I was running up to 2 for them to flank me again, so I'm happy.
Nope, just one. Fida, your turn.
Okay, so it's just the one up over with
It's just
Tanithil and
someone.
Cricket?
Yep.
Okay, then I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Okay, y'all just blasting this one down here.
I am with me. 21 to hit.
How much?
21.
That hits. Roll damage.
15 damage.
How much?
15. Of course.
Like
1-5.
as
15.
as like right in the back, just smacks right in the back of Stalker and just crumbles as the black orb dissipates from it.
Okay, and then I'm going to move 30 feet towards where the last one is, up with Tanithil and Cricket.
All right,
Over
Emerald,
on
your
the
go.
edge there.
Oh. Well, I feel like I didn't have to use a mirror image, but I'm sick of this fella. I will take the disadvantage, and I'm just going to try and point blank shove a guiding bolt down its throat.
God. Rolls 1.
Open up.
It's time for your medicine. That is a 12 and an 18, so 12 plus 6, so 18 total to hit.
Is guiding bolt radiant or no?
Yeah.
It is 4d6 radiant.
Roll damage, and I'm gonna give you the how do you want him to die in this instance?
I already have stated that.
Just right down his throat.
Yep. Uh, 6, 10, 14, 16.
Like Stalker, as you see Emerald just kind of jump up and just latch on to this creature's mouth and just these bolts of light just right down his throat as it just burns through, just exits out the back of its neck and just crumbles to the ground as this orb dissipates on the ground.
It's even better because you see 4 of me do it. Because they all do what I do.
Is that it for turn?
I mean, I am not catching up to anyone else, so I'm just gonna stay put.
Cricket, your go.
Well, let me catch the bird up because she has arrived.
The Gibbon has arrived. So Gibbon, you guys
You're
have
missing
made it.
4 hit points. You have used 2 key points. You have seen Saphira yeet a zombie into another zombie, and you
Was-
have yeeted a zombie's head off with a crit.
Was Cricket in visual distance for the yeet? I thought
No,
she was
she
at the
was
distance
not.
at that point.
Oh, never mind. You didn't see that. She
But it
already
happened.
ran off at the point.
We'll hear
What
the
had
story
happened?
later.
But you proceeded to yeet the head off of one with your staff. You are right next to another.
That's currently trying to drag a citizen away towards the riverbank.
Yes. Also, you are muted.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I am here.
Yes.
Do you just want to knock out that zombie real quick?
What?
Did you
Okay.
catch what we said?
Okay, real quick, Stalker, just roll an attack roll.
I thought I was coming in at the break. I thought I was gonna sit in here in the meantime, but
it's all
okay.
good.
No,
Stalker,
we're
no,
roll an
having you
attack
on
roll.
camera.
Get an attack in.
You're attacking a zombie in front of you.
Okay.
We got one guy left.
One guy.
Okay.
But a
Uh,
slugfest.
And you're standing right in front of it.
Oh,
Come in for the kill steal.
oh,
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Do it!
ah,
Take that
Ah!
kill from
dice.
Zoomy Tanathil.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Have I? Did my turn just start, or am I? in
Yep.
the
Your
middle of
turn.
my
You're
It
turn?
right
is
on
your
top
turn
of it.
right now.
Oh shit. Okay. I would like to. How many? Oh, so I used 2.
You used 2 key points. You have 2 left.
Okay.
Awareness.
Okay. Well, let's see. I would like to use my quarterstaff in a versatile style, and I want to. I can't think. Sorry, guys. I'm like still trying to recover from really bad sickness, like nausea, sick,
Car
motion
sickness
sick,
sucks.
and landing flight sick. Ugh.
Mhm.
Um, I use the quarterstaff to jab it in the throat. And make an attack roll for that. Okay,
Okay.
that's a number. That's a. Please add 17 plus 7.
That hits.
Okay. And roll damage. Whoosh. Oh, that jumped out of the thing. That's a 7 again. All these 7s. The 7 plus a 5 is
Well,
11. Oh, 12.
Like as Craig just like stabs it right in the throat, and just the quarterstaff just goes through it, and she like instantly like pushes it to the ground, and just like it just and Blackboard dissipates. It just crumples. That is
Yay.
it.
Well,
That's the last one.
Oh,
free the
Thanks to
civilians from
you.
their binds.
thanks to you and Tanathil, the 2 civilians being dragged away, very far away, were saved.
And
ooh.
with that,
We might have lost them.
we're gonna take a break here. We'll pick up. We'll pick up right after this combat session that just ended. See you in about 10 minutes. welcome back. I just want to go ahead and say, really, a Bane, wise guy. Anyway, you guys finally put down the enemies that were attacking the outskirts of Aston. The houses that y'all are around are still burning. Smoke is filling the area. It's difficult to actually breathe. You can smell iron, like I was saying earlier, in the air as you see corpses just kind of like scattered throughout. Some are just ripped apart, others are just kind of like laying, just been beaten to death. Blood is all over the place, staining the ground beneath y'all's feet. The people that y'all have saved are still kind of bound, but I would say that y'all have taken the time to unbind them and everything.
Yeah.
For
I'm
the
going to
remainder
immediately
of
go and
my-
start putting the fires out with control flames. Go start putting
Okay.
all the fires nearby out. The rest
I
can
guess
deal with
for the
untying
next
people.
like 30-ish seconds, I will go help the person to the bottom of the map here with all 4 of me and go make sure they're untied and able to move. And then it'll
All right.
dissipate.
That won't freak anyone out.
Yeah. Hello. This is me and me and me.
Me. So Fida is just going around kind of like controlling the flames, getting them to calm down.
Oh, I'm
Emerald,
flat out
you-
putting them out.
Yeah. Emerald, you're undoing the person, making sure she's free. I take it, Cricket, Tenethil, you're doing the same?
I
Yeah,
want to tend to
pick
the
up the couple
wounded
people
if
over here.
there's any wounded people.
You want to tend to the wounded people?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I get you to roll a medicine check?
Mm-hmm. No. You may not.
No.
Not allowed.
Another 17 plus 7.
Cricket is just kind of going throughout the area,
you.
checking on individuals, tending to burn wounds and broken arms and legs, making sure that they're set and they're being taken care of. Tenethil, I take it you undo the person as well.
Yeah, I'll cut binds out and like help people walk back
Alright.
to the village.
Saphir's probably circling the area, maybe a 60-foot from the buildings, seeing if there are any more creatures, anywhere that there are bodies, living or dead, to make note of, hey, we got one over here that needs treatment, or this one's dead, blah, blah, blah.
As y'all are doing this, other individuals are coming out and helping y'all clear the bodies and taking care of others and kind of getting the debris moved once the flames are put out by Fida. A couple of the individuals are walking up to you going, "Thank you. We appreciate it so much. Is there anything y'all need by chance?"
Well, we're here to help you. Is there anything you need?
Um, a lot of things, honestly, as they're talking. Y'all hear in the distance the clanging of armor as soldiers are beginning to kind of like run in y'all's direction. One of the citizens that like run off earlier has kind of like gotten a patrol to come in, but as they like start kind of like closing the distance towards where you guys are at, their running kind of becomes more to a quick march upon realizing that y'all have gotten the situation somewhat under control as they're closing that distance. The first one just kind of like walks up and he's just like, excuse me, if you don't mind me asking, who are y'all?
I mind.
Well,
And
Tanithil
she's gonna
Westeros.
ignore and come back to the wounded.
Okay.
Saphir's essentially doing the same. She just doesn't say anything and keeps doing what she's doing.
And
As
that's Cricket, Stalker, Emerald, and Fida.
as like they just kind of like ignore. He just kind of like turns. She's like, I hate to say it, but as a Eastern guard, I do not appreciate the fact that a couple of your comrades decide to ignore a simple question that I'm asking.
Then
Would
maybe you should
prefer
do
I
your
let this
damn
building
job and help.
burn?
There are people hurting. Talk later. Guard
As like
etiquette.
he just kind of like gives y'all a glare and just kind of calls out to a couple of the other guards. He's like, "Hey, clear a couple of those buildings. Make sure that the citizens are fine." And he points to one of the other ones. He's just like, "John, I want you to run back and get a cart, medicine, food, water, everything that you can scrounge. Bring it back." John just kind of like bolts off, running. Guard kind of like turns back and he's like, "I am doing my job. My job is to make sure that they are fine, which working on. I just
You're
arrived.
welcome for that, sir.
I don't need
Now, can we
smoking.
finish what we're doing here, too? You showed up after we've taken care of your
You
people
know,
being
hey,
dragged off.
hey, everybody, everybody calm down.
Like as like Beta is just kind of like being snarky, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. and this.
We,
He just kind of like he just like instantly just straightens up and looks at her. He's like, "You do realize that I can just take you back to Easton right now. We
I'm
can
gonna
say
stop
thank
putting
you,
the
but
fires out, and I'm going to walk away.
you know, hey, guard, I'm Emerald. What is your name?
my name's Clayton.
Clayton. We have been in combat with whatever undead was attacking your town for the last half hour. We're real tired, and some of that stress may be bleeding through.
Yeah.
Let them
Oh.
handle making sure people are okay. How can we help you?
You can start with your group not being as so sarcastic or snarky. And we were just trying to figure out who y'all are and what all y'all done by chance.
Fear's
Well, we
walking
are.
up right about now.
Because in all honesty, and he just kind of like as like he just continues talking, he turns to one of his men and kind of like points him to check further to the southwest of the town. He's like, "We don't know if y'all have actually cleared only this part of the outskirts of the city, or if y'all actually came in from the other side. For all we know,
Well,
there could be more
next-
buildings on fire." Ah, hush.
no,
He just
shut the
kind of like
fuck
point.
up.
No,
She grabbed
you
his mouth.
Saphir Stalker!
As like
Listen
he
for a
grabs, the
moment.
other guards instantly just pull their weapons and just
Ah!
instantly surrounding Stalker. Stalker, you've got like 6 guards right now
He is
surrounding you.
ignoring them. Listen for
You
a
drop me
moment so
now.
I can tell you. No, she's covering his mouth so he can't speak. Let me tell you what is where. I just circled this area. Shut the fuck up.
At
There's
that
bodies
point,
over there, there, and there. Those are undead. Those may not get back up, but keep an eye on them. Those civilians need treatment, help Cricket. Those ones are dead. And just giving him immediate, this is who's where, this is how far I scouted around all these buildings. Lets go of him and immediately walks away.
arrest him. Arrest her. Is like as you let go, he just instantly calls for your arrest.
If any of them approach her, she immediately rages and clotheslines them.
You know,
And
hey,
keeps walking.
hey, when he calls out arrest her, I would like him to make a wisdom save.
Oh my god.
I'm just going to cast suggestion
Saphira's
and
mad.
try and just like,
How's a 20?
he's fine. Emerald is just freaking out, trying to disarm it, and Stalker is way too big for a leash, and it's getting way out of hand way fast. So, like,
I put my finger up. I didn't want to interrupt, but if she attacks any of the guards, Cricket is actually going to put her on the ground.
PvP.
You
No non-lethal damage, but she's going
Not
Could be
lethal.
to
a shove attack.
she is going to
The 6
subdue.
guards are going to approach. Clayton is also going to approach and telling Stalker, "You're under arrest. Get on your knees, hands behind your back."
Are they in front of her?
You've got like 2 behind you, 2 have wrapped around to your front, and 2 on either side.
No,
And
she's
Clayton's
just
like
shoving
coming
her
up.
way through them.
And Cricket's standing up, watching this whole thing. She's now in a defensive stance, waiting because she probably knows what's about to happen.
Clayton's going to tell the guards to subdue Stalker. You got 2 on either side of you, the Stalker, that are about to like instantly grab for your arms to shackle.
If they touch her, she's immediately raging and yeeting them off of her. She's not
Cricket's
trying
going,
to
and
hurt
when
them.
she, and once
She's just
Cricket,
shoving them off and moving.
once Cricket sees that reaction, she's going to subdue Saphira on the ground.
Is that just an attack roll?
A shove attack is
No, for Cricket.
Pretty much, I'm gonna do some crazy ass like flipperoo.
That'd be like
So
a
you just-
grapple or like
Yeah,
Probably
like
a grapple.
shove
Athletics
attacks
roll.
are not just to shove them; they're also to knock someone prone, and they are just like grapples.
so it'd be a opposed strength check,
I guess so.
Strength
something like
against
that.
strength or
Strength.
acrobatics.
Strength versus.
Well, it's
uh,
athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
yeah.
I mean, if I
Uh,
can go for pressure points, that would be even better.
I'm going to give Cricket. Hear me out. Because of your background, Cricket, I know where you come from. You would be taught something similar to that. I'll give you advantage on this.
And I'm rolling a what?
For you, it's going to be athletics, which I do believe is Dex for you.
Strength.
Athletics is strength based.
Okay.
I'll be fine with it. It's either acrobatics or athletics. I can do athletics if you want me to.
I'd rather acrobatics
it.
is acrobatics.
Okay. Jumped out. It's okay. That is way better. That is a. What's a 16 plus 7? Is that 23?
Math 23. Yeah, 23.
I got a 25.
Well,
Like as Cricket just like goes to do it, Stalker, like you instantly feel Cricket like going for you to try and like subdue you as well.
I'm gonna continue.
Cricket, keep treating people. I'm going to get more of the injured.
No.
And she turns invisible.
Hmm.
For about 6 seconds and is 30 feet away.
Roll a
Cricket.
perception there, Cricket.
Yeah, Cricket is determined.
and all the guards.
The guards are like turning towards you there, Emerald.
The guards
And-
aren't helping the people. Saphira does not give a fuck about them.
They
I
just got
am
there.
standing there, like jaw on the floor, just like
The
They
guards
showed up
are
late and started harassing us instead of helping us.
Well,
we gotta
don't-
work on people skills.
Which Saphira does not have.
right.
Whoa.
What was yours? What was your perception?
19.
19. Like as like Stalker like goes invisible for that 6 seconds and moves off in a direction, like as she becomes visible again, you catch her like just kind of like briefly in the corner of your eyes. You're like looking around. I would say she's 30 feet from you at least. I would say, correct? Or were you running?
Probably
There's
just
Stalker.
walking.
Okay. As like
Walking
she
at a
becomes
fast pace. She's trying
as
to
she-
get people to one spot for treatment. The people who are still alive but injured.
as Stalker comes visible again, Clayton just like, "Hey, over there!" And he just points to another. He's like, "Ah,
Can
Right.
we please just talk? I feel
Clayton
like
just
this
kinda
has gotten very out of hand very quickly, and it could be very easily explained if we just stop and talk for a second.
is that yours?" He points towards Stalker. And by the way, is Cricket heading towards Stalker?
Yeah, I'm booking it.
Okay. Klein just points towards Stalker there. Emerald is like, is she with you?
Yes, she's quite an asset, actually.
Quite an asset that decides to just disregard orders when we were just trying to figure some information out regarding what's going on.
I'm trying to give you the information. She is easily excitable, and I apologize for that, but I would happily give you whatever information you're looking for. She is just trying to make sure the people who were injured are taken care of. Like, if you look, she's carrying wounded to one place, so the people among us with medical abilities can take care of them.
I wish for her to be at least subdued at the moment. Because she's not going to listen to us. Which I do respect, that she has been rather helpful.
If she
You can't
stands
just-
down, will you not arrest her and let us talk to you?
If she stands down and he points over to another building and just says, and sits, then yeah, we won't arrest her.
Stalker,
What, Emerald?
can I borrow your ear for a second?
And understand this final warning.
That depends. What do you need it for?
I'll be right back. And I'm
Have
going
a
to
minute.
jog over to Stalker. Stalker,
Yes.
you can't just go laying hands on Townsguard here.
I
That
didn't.
is
I
not.
shoved them off. They put their
Yes,
hands on me.
yes. But the initial grabbing them by the face and very angrily telling them your
Well,
thoughts.
he won't shut the hell up, and I'm trying to
no,
give him
no.
important
I
information.
agree. I'm
You
not
shut
telling
the
you
hell
that
up.
the information and the way it was going was not good, but that form of it only escalated the situation, and they want to go put you in jail.
They can try.
They can try, but there's probably a lot more of them than us. I think I can help our situation if you will trust me for a few minutes.
And what does this involve?
They have agreed not to arrest you if you just go take a seat by that building for a couple minutes while we talk.
And stop helping the people? Fuck them.
Would you
Cricket goes for a
rather...
grab. Cricket goes for a grab.
Okay. Roll acrobatics
Cricket goes
versus...
for a grab. Yep.
Kevin, I don't know what that face is.
That one's much worse. That one's a 14.
Natural 20.
Because rage wears
She can
off
get
if
that.
I'm not attacked or attack someone.
Okay.
Like Cricket just
Bitterness.
instantly just hits all the pressure points and you just feel your like wegs.
Wigs.
Yeah.
She's
Wait,
still
The wangs.
Your
By
widow
the way,
wags.
I should clarify, she's still holding an injured person.
I would say that like Cricket like just kind of like hits all the pressure points on your legs to make your legs just kind of like collapse.
Buckle to the ground. Yeah, the knees.
Buckle and like she just grabs the person that you're holding to make sure they don't fall and hit.
Okay. She's just
Okay.
going to get up and walk away towards
Pressure
the
point
horses.
down.
Your pressure point down.
Down. Like, seeing that.
While holding a person?
I've taken the person away.
She's
If
taking
you're
the person.
getting up, I'm going to put you down.
So, wait, hold on. So I was taken to the ground. She grabbed the person that I dropped, took them away, and came back in pressure point again
No.
immediately.
Let me explain. Essentially, she punched a couple of spots, hitting pressure points that instantly made your legs just kind of like loosen and buckle and just kind of like drop to the ground. As you do, like she makes sure to grab the person that you're holding so they don't fall entirely with you.
Most likely
And
pass
she's
it to
And
Emerald.
she's going to get back up immediately and leave.
Stalker, please.
Stalker!
She's not
Shh! Emerald! Stalker!
She's not
Stop.
responding. She's just leaving.
Clayton just calls up to Emerald. Do I need to arrest her?
Stalker,
Stalker.
can you make a wisdom save?
I can.
Oh god.
That's a natural 20.
Well, then screw you.
She's I would like to clarify, normally when she rages, she's fairly calm. The rage when they touched her, her face was angry.
So I'd like to finish putting the building that I am putting out. I'm going to go and walk along with Stalker.
You guys
You're
are
gonna go
only
talk-
escalating things further. Please, for the love of the gods, work with me here.
Clayton is walking up at this point next to Emerald and just goes, "Are you able to get into control of your friend, or am I going to actually have to arrest her?"
Well, we're gonna try and bluff our way
You
out
have
of
a
this.
minute.
In the meantime, I'm going to be talking to Stalker
Um,
and asking Stalker, okay, what is it you see is happening? And
I
just trying to
see
get her
that
to
these
calm down.
fools are not helping the people they're supposed to defend.
I
And I
agree
have
with
a
you
right mind
completely.
to
They're
go back
focused
and
more on trying
kill
to
them.
understand the situation instead of helping fix. I agree with you.
I missed most of what you said. You were cutting out a lot.
That's unfortunate. So I agree with you. They could have been here first. They could have had a detachment here by the river, where in a town where there's raids happening. That first is a glaring weakness in their strategy in defending their people. They're trying to get information. They could have been here already. We're trying to help. I
I
realize
just
they're
gave
not
them
trying to.
information.
I understand. They're trying to come and see what is going on, and I know you gave them the information. Way you get that guard captain there. I don't like him. He's come
No,
here and
he's a
he's just
fool.
barking. He's just coming and telling. The thing is, they are in charge here. He's got himself a big head. He's just caused more problems with that. But the thing is, we can stop some of these problems. Can we go back and go and do as Emerald says? Go sit down. I'm going to go and sit with you. I've put out enough fires. He wants to come and start ordering me around? Not going to happen. I'm done putting fires out. They can burn. This town means nothing to me. I was here trying to help. I'm
going to get the
sarcastic. I'm rude.
horses. I will not go back.
Come with me so that they don't get into any trouble. Please. We can stop a lot of this problem. We have already helped
You
these
think
people.
they would cause problems for the party?
I think that they could. So we can stop that by being the ones who actually think and try and stay ahead.
And by this time, Cricket will be coming up.
Saphir's
Cricket,
stopped walking
stay
at
back,
this point.
please.
Saphir's
No!
stopped walking at this point and looking indecisive and torn.
Stalker, I will come and sit with you. I realize there's nothing good in this situation. We came here and we tried to help, and it is being seen as wrong. We know we did what was right. What they see doesn't matter.
If they start helping those they're supposed to protect,
Let's
I
give them
will
a chance to
cooperate.
help. Let us give them a chance to help. But for that, they need to not be trying to stop us. Please. Please come with me.
But if they don't help the damn people they're supposed to protect, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
I understand. Let's give them a
And
chance.
she will irritatedly turn around and start to slowly walk back.
I'm going to walk right beside Stalker all the way to the building, and we're going to go sit down there.
Clayton is just going to point at the building and just say, just sit
Enough
there.
from you. Let us do this.
All right.
Thank you,
Don't need any
Jessica.
more.
Emerald?
Appreciate that.
Get him out of my face. He is causing enough problems here, and he is not helping his people.
I'm working on it. Thank you for talking to Stalker.
Is Cricket doing anything when they pass her?
Well, I was gonna come up, but it didn't happen. So, I
That's why
don't
I asked.
know. Um,
I want to say, by the way, it's taken you guys a little while to calm down, Stalker. Which by this point, John, the guy that he sent off to go get stuff, is coming back with like 4 carts full like fluid.
Mysterious
English is
fluids.
hard.
They have a river right there.
IV
Do they really
bags.
have to go and cart in fluid?
It's just 4 carts of IV bags.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, what?
Fantasy, there's not that. Food, water, bandages. You also see like basically kind of like stretchers for to like carry people. You see at this point a rather large detachment, probably around a platoon size, so about 30 to 50 individuals, soldiers are all following behind John at this point. As they're arriving, Clayton just kind of like turns to Emerald. It's just like, give me a moment. He just kind of like turns to the group and just begins like kind of like pointing in directions and giving out orders, telling some of the soldiers to grab the wounded, load them on, to unload the carts. As they unload the carts, to stack the wounded on there to bring them into Aston. For others to start setting a perimeter, make sure that no more enemies kind of like come into the area.
The second Clayton turns around, Emerald is going to pull out a good-sized flask from his coat and just take a massive swig.
Stalker is
Just
driven. It rolled a
fuck.
drinking. He
Oh.
also like starts like telling individual like to grab the wounded, and as they're like loading them and transporting them back to Aston to also make sure to take care of their wounds. He actually turns to you there, Cricket, asks if like any individual ones that are wounded have like top priority that you would recommend. Since he saw it, like he would just he came in like as you guys were doing everything. He's asking what you were doing specifically. Like
Yes.
which one would like take priority?
You point out, I don't know, but point out the ones that she has tended to. Those quickly. Also,
Like
in
he,
that location, and she's gonna point to where Stalker was heading. There. Not sure how many or how bad. But quickly. Now.
yeah, points to a couple of soldiers and tells them to quickly grab those particular wounded and load them on the cart and get them back in Easton to the infirmary. He turns to Vita and just goes, "If you don't mind me asking, how far back do the houses burn in the
I'm
area?"
over sitting with Stalker right now, so is he
He's
over there?
calling out to you, like he's yelling out to you.
I don't know.
Does Cricket know?
I would say so. Yes.
I stopped putting the fires out after
There.
that one when I went, and I'm not looking
There.
at all at any of the fires.
Over there. And there.
He actually points to you there. He's like, "Do you mind if you take a few of my soldiers and they'll get some water from the river and actually come and help put out the fires, and you can direct them to where they all are, if you don't mind."
I mind.
I've got it covered, Cricket, if you want to help.
Help me here.
He turns to Emerald. He's like, "She understand I would like her to help kind of point to where the fires need to go and get them in there so they can do that process. And then if she does also find wounded."
She's probably concerned for the conflict that happened while you were on your way to town. there's been a bit of a misunderstanding between Clayton and us that we're trying to clear up.
Oh no,
You
that's
just
Clayton
looked at-
talking.
This is
It's Clayton
Clayton.
that's talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Clayton.
Like he's actually like he's calmed down for the most part. Like
Yes.
he's not dealing with Stalker and Fide anymore. So he's like, I can actually talk to the reasonable ones.
Yes, Clayton. She is probably very worried about Stalker's reaction, and is just trying to hang out to make sure that Stalker stays chill while we talk.
Well, that one can stay chill, but if she can actually help a little bit more, I'd appreciate it. Asen would appreciate it. Showing my men where all. Yes, who are you?
Well, if I may, well, I introduced everyone.
It's been a rather chaotic last half hour.
Yes,
I would say.
I haven't been helping much because I'd like to not be arrested, but if Cricket would like to continue tending to the wounded, I can scout out fires for you. I'll just summon my familiar and look through its eyes. We'll find everything necessary quite quickly.
If you find any wounded also during that time period, let me know. I'll relay it to your
Pass
friend
along
here.
all relevant information.
I appreciate it. He just turns back to Emerald. And he's just like, I have to ask what's going on because I need to know where to send my men. I can't just run into a situation and have them go in every single direction.
No,
If someone doesn't have it,
I appreciate that thoroughly. Just you came in stressed, and we came in stressed, and it ended up being butting heads.
well, considering this is the 4th raid this month, I am slightly stressed, yes.
Yes. So I would happy to give you information of how we came here, our aid until you
Is
guys
this
got
within
here.
earshot of Fida?
Roll perception.
19.
I could say you're hearing bits and pieces.
Okay, at that I am going to cast message I'm going to cast message Emerald and say, if this is the 4th raid, why aren't there guards here actually already?
I just wrote that down, actually.
Can I respond to that?
Yes. It's you hear the whispering in your head and then you can respond to me.
Okay.
Let's diffuse the situation, and then we can get into that. For now, I just don't want us to be arrested for helping.
Understood. But that is concerning because these people, they would have been dragged off and dead before these guards showed up. That's not okay.
I share the sentiment. I will definitely bring that up.
Thank you.
Emerald just kind of stares off in the distance for a second, talking to Clayton, and like snaps back.
Are you okay there?
Yeah, just hoping our carriage is okay just outside of town.
Do I need to send a few soldiers to go grab it?
It should be fine. We left it a couple 100 feet out. We just didn't want to roll through town while it was getting raided with our carriage and horses, so they should be okay.
Understand.
For now, let's get the communication out of the way so we can maybe.
Is he eating an egg while making sure the fires are?
So Tanathil's sitting cross-legged on the ground, seeing and hearing through his familiar's eyes and ears, and just saying everything he sees while blindly peeling a hard-boiled egg.
Love it.
He's a big fan of eggs.
Do not know what they do to elves.
Why does everyone say this? I'm fine.
Amazing.
Okay, so
Anyway, back to what you were saying. I apologize.
we were traveling south from Colden. We were just passing
Cold.
through there. It's a small town, couple days north,
Okay.
and we were passing through here and happened upon the raid and figured we'd try and help. We got here maybe half hour before you did, cleared out as much as we could find. I don't think any of the zombies that were trying to take people away when we got here managed to leave, but I can't speak for how many got dragged away before that.
I appreciate you stopping what you could. I really do. It means a lot. There's not
Now,
many.
you said this was the 4th raid?
Yes. You're not from here, are you?
No. Bit of wanderlust. I've been all over the place, but
So you don't know about Easton's situation here.
I do not. Is there a reason that there weren't guards here already?
Yeah, there's a reason. He just kind of, he goes, "You want to go for a walk?"
Can my friends continue to help you with the wounded? I know Saphira.
Your friends can stay.
Yes, but
Want to go for a walk?
if we go for a walk, can they help your people with the wounded and what's going on here?
Yes.
Saphira's or Stalker's definitely a helper, and it's probably taking a lot of willpower to sit by that building and not be arrested right now. So it'd probably do a whole lot of good if
If
I
I'm
could
not
let her
mistaken,
help me.
Stalker was criticizing me on how I was handling the situation, correct?
Stalker is not from around here.
I'm just asking, was she criticizing on how I was handling the situation? Yes or no?
She was. I can't speak for her, but if I had to guess, she was probably frustrated that you started with questioning us instead of
Let's-
sending people.
Less talk, more action.
Oh, hi, Cricket.
Hello.
He's going to turn to
Quiet little
Stalker and just call out to Stalker and just go, "You were criticizing on how I was handling a situation, yes?"
Don't take any bait. Use your next words carefully.
I don't think criticize is the right word.
Disapprove, then.
Yes.
Then you can come with me as well. Let's go for a walk. And you just kind of, you go, disapprove of how I handle things. Need to see a whole picture first. And you just kind of, come on. You're not arrested.
She looks over at Fida, a little uncertain.
You're not under arrest. If you're going to criticize, you're going to say that you're disappointed in how I handle a situation. You might as well know the full picture.
Gets up and starts walking towards him.
As like he just kind of waves towards you, Emerald, as well to follow. I don't care
Well,
for
they're-
ones that disapprove on how I handle a situation when they don't know the full situation. Yes,
I mean-
this is the fourth rate.
I never
Are you
said
walking
I
with him?
disapproved. Yeah,
Are you walking with him, by the way?
yeah. I never said I
No.
disapproved. I was just curious what the situation was.
See, here's the thing. People get like irritated that I am in a frustrated situation, but you would be the same if you lived in a city that was, how should I say, half falling apart around your ears. You guys are just kind of like making your way towards the gate entrance to Easton. as he's talking, you
Why
guys
don't
can,
you
as
leave?
he's talking, you guys can hear the crackling of flames of fires burning in the distance. You can hear the rumbling of buildings crumbling in the distance. That distance to the gate is about 300 yards as he's continually talking to you guys. When you guys get to the gate entrance of Aston, the walls, as I mentioned earlier, some are collapsed. As you guys come up, he's like, don't even try, by the way, going through those. They're blocked. And he just kind of walks up to the gate entrance and just kind of like grabs the metal knock on it and just kind of like hits real hard on the door 3 separate times in different intervals. As he does, the doors just open up. Outside, there are buildings on fire. Bodies are littered across the floor where the ground where the raid had just occurred. But it's nothing compared to what's inside. He turns to you and says, "This is the commoner's district. I lived here." And as he says this, you'll see just building after building after building crumbled to a pile of rubble. Fires are all over the place, just small ones, big ones, just sporadic. You see soldiers running from one house to the next as you guys can kind of hear in the distance just a like a whistle just as this giant boulder just crashes into another house that was already half apart and it just hits and just crumbles to the ground. You hear men screaming, calling out orders as you kind of like look off towards where the river would be for Aston. You can see the same creatures that you were just fighting storming that beach area. And the men are basically kind of behind a barricade of sorts as as those creatures kind of like come over and they're just instantly going into combat. You see men being carried away in stretchers, citizens also being carried away in stretchers. Some of the citizens that y'all just pulled in are being sent off west to the other end of the city. And he turns to you there, Stalker, and he just goes, "Yeah, I get it. I wasn't out there to help. I've got more important matters."
Why the hell are you here if you're constantly under attack like this?
And
Leave.
as like you say this, by the way, like another boulder just crashes, like I would say about 50 yards away from you guys. And you just kind of like see Clint just kind of like turn in that direction. And he's like, "You do realize the enemy is just on the other side of the river, right?"
Yeah. So leave. Get away from them.
He can't just leave.
Why not?
Because if we leave, they storm, they get this spot, they actually have a strong actual foothold. And
Foothold
it's
to
like he
what? This
says,
place is falling apart.
this part of the city, yes. And he just goes, "Come with me." And he just kind of turns west as you guys kind of begin making y'all's way. I would say you would follow, right?
Yeah.
Tanthil, by the way, you're still back checking fires, correct?
I mean, I'll scan until I am confident I have all the information they need. Shouldn't take an extremely long time since I'm using a flying creature to do it.
Right. Fida, are you with them or?
Vita, so as soon as Stalker got up and they started walking away, I got up and left where we were sitting and went back fires out around the.
Okay. Cricket, did you tag along as well or no? Just want to verify.
She gave a lingering glance. But she returns to the wounded.
Okay. He takes you there, Stalker and Emerald, further west into the city, and as he kind of like you guys get further away from where the actual river bank of the city is, the destruction actually does gradually decline. You can actually see old buildings that probably stood for half a century to a century, at least in time. You can see that not the entire city is destroyed, but just that portion, or at least that area of it, near the bank of the river. About, I would say, about 300 to 500 yards away from it, is just completely demolished. So as you guys get further and further away, it just the carnage, the destruction is less. He turns to you, their stalker, and he just kind of like, it's not all destroyed. We hold on. We keep them at bay. This is where we stay. Would you defend your home?
And you can just move your home.
Don't know about you, but I don't think you can really move walls.
No, you rebuild them elsewhere.
Right. Right. And when the enemy comes across, they just follow. They're wanting more than just this area. Do you not know this area? Do you not know the Ashland Kingdom and the Kolvik relations?
Do you know the Awen Woods?
No.
There's your answer.
Let me just ask this. Would you protect your homeland?
I always have.
Then you can understand me. Ashland is my home. This is part of Ashland.
So what are they after?
Oh boy, history time.
What is the source of them?
These creatures? We're not sure. It started 6 months ago. The raids used to be just Kolvik soldiers that would cross the river. But this started 6 months ago.
Why don't you block the river? These things aren't exactly agile.
No. But they're damn hard to kill. The reason we don't just block the river is because it's a lifeline to towns and other cities up north. I'm pretty sure that y'all know Colden. Do y'all know the town of Creighton?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That town has a mine near it, which supplies ore that we desperately need to craft weapons. The river further south leads to the fort named Rylock. There we have a garrison that attached that keeps our southern flank secure, Creighton to our north. But they focus here on Aston. Because as long as we're bleeding, it's a win to a certain extent. Until 6 months ago, the raids weren't that horrible. They were bad,
What
don't get me wrong.
changed?
We don't know. A raid about 6 months ago was rather large in size. It would gather about 200 soldiers of the Kolvik army across the river. They didn't care to kill. They only cared to take.
And are all of
The-
these raids these undead creatures?
No. After that raid, it turned in those undead creatures. Those undead creatures were once citizens of Aston.
So
Lost.
if you have gates here, why are they outside of the city? Where it's not safe. Relatively
Not,
speaking.
not all of the raids happen on the outer walls. Sometimes those raids that occur inside the walls are just as successful. The people that you saw on the outside. Occasionally, we have travelers that come through that area. Others, people, when it's been quiet, they go to where they once lived to see home. It's where they stayed. We don't control our citizens in that regard, even though
Wait.
Do-
You
we don't lock them
when you
down.
say home, do you mean the buildings they're in?
The buildings that they would go see, yes.
Are those people capable of fending for themselves, defending themselves? Because they don't fucking look like it.
Most of the time they can. The group that you saw out there, most likely minors, I would say. They probably weren't ones I would normally go and just check out their homes and see how things are. I would wager those were miners. There's a mining company to the north. If I am not mistaken, the name escapes me, actually. Now I gotta check my notes. I apologize. Probably some of Molten Delver's men towards the north. And
Well, I can see
is-
why you don't go out of your way to defend them then.
we go out of our way to defend our citizens to the best we can. We don't actually have enough soldiers to cover every bit of territory based in at this point anymore.
I mean, if they're choosing to leave where they are protected and they don't have the means to fend for themselves and don't seek the means before leaving, then they're at fault for putting themselves in danger.
To a
You
certain
should have
extent.
no obligation to protect them.
I protect all citizens of Wasteland and or of Ashland, or anyone that is willing to help. Despite your rudeness earlier, I would still defend you if I could, and or needed. The oath that I took.
And has the Ashland military not stepped in? I mean, it shouldn't take a huge force
Fine.
to defend this beach. Or this riverfront.
Define the Ashland military. Are you talking about the ones from Landcrest or from Isatol?
Is your military not united?
Oh, our military is united. Our leader, how should I say, is an incompetent buffoon. That's putting it lightly. Isatol gives us about 1,000 soldiers a month as a detachment. That's what they can offer. Fort Rylock occasionally moves their garrison up here as well. But you only do with so much. There's currently 5,000 to 7,500 soldiers currently in Aston alone. Landcrest says that there's other locations that are, how should we say, needed to be protected more elsewhere. Or at least that's what we're gathering since we don't get much aid. As he says this, by the way, John, the soldier that he had sent off that one and got the cards, he's like coming back to tell Clayton, or Captain Clayton actually, to basically say that enough of the wounded has been carted and heading into the city, and that food and water has been given to the people that are still outside, and that the detachment soldiers will be there till morning, and then they'll come back into the gates. If you don't mind me asking, you said you were passing through. What exactly were you coming through Easton for? Sightseeing?
I mean, I've never been to this country before. Figure, why not pass through a town, see what's going on? I mean, I'm glad we did.
I did too. I appreciate, in all honesty, all the help. By the way, is Tanithil, Cricket, and Fida coming with the group that's transporting the wounded?
Yeah.
You're muted, Kevin.
You're muted, Kevin.
Sorry.
Grab the horses. You can't hear me, I'm not there.
You want
Oh, God.
Cricket driving in town?
Cricket's the only one who knows how to drive.
I don't know.
Fida, do you come back in when they bring all the wounded, or you stay behind?
I will come in. Group.
You know
Okay,
what? I
Cricket.
would. You know what? I would like to actually go get the cart because my chicken is in there.
Roll animal
That's not on
handling.
you?
But no, if there's
Well, that's
an
true.
attack,
Not in combat.
I'm
Yeah,
so-
that
yeah.
makes sense.
I wouldn't put my chicken in. What am I doing?
Animal handling check
Okay.
for the horses.
Also, I want to test out if this is really loud. My dice tray came in, but it's made out of wood. So,
Go for it.
okay.
Didn't hear it.
Didn't hear
That was
anything.
horribly loud.
No noise.
Okay.
I'm now deaf.
Right.
That is 15.
Cricket just grabs the horses and begins just kind of like leading them back.
Yep, with my chicken
She's a
in my
quick
lap.
learner.
Tanithil, Fida, as you guys enter the city, you'll see the carnage that Stalker and Emerald had seen as the caravan moves its way towards where Clayton is.
Is there anything on fire?
There's quite a bit of stuff on fire.
I'm gonna go start putting fires out.
5 foot cube at a time.
Exactly.
Tanithil, what are you doing?
Well, I can't help much, but I can certainly comment. Whoever's in charge here, I'll just say this is more of a war zone than a city. Why are there civilians here?
You can just kind of like, as you say this, like you guys follow up to where Clayton is, which by this point the city is actually like I was saying, the damage is not that bad where you guys are at when you guys move up to the city.
It's now more city than rubble.
Right.
Do I know where to go?
But they came through, didn't they?
If you're following
Yeah.
the train of carts, it would have led you right to us.
Right.
Okay.
So I can't wait for the viewers to have this map so they can actually see. All right. So you guys see this?
Yes.
All right. So essentially,
Well, hot damn.
again,
That's a
I know, right? So
big
you
place.
guys came in right here, okay?
Mhm.
The destruction of this area is all this right here. That's all destroyed.
Okay, so we came in the
Holy
north
crap.
gate, and the eastern side up against the river is about a quarter of the city. All along the river is destroyed,
Right. Y'all are right here.
and
On the
we're-
edge of where the Commoners District actually ends in the beginning of the Emerald District.
Okay, over to the west.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're looking at a third of the city essentially being destroyed. And that's where we're going to end it for the evening.
Yay, Aston.
So, with that being said, Otter, do you want to sign us out for the evening?
Sure. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Make sure to tune in for the rest of the games we have coming up in the week. Tomorrow, we have the Troubleshooters, ran by Cap. Tuesday, we have A World at War, which is a 2nd edition Scions game ran by Jason. Wednesday, we have Falscallen Knights, which is ran by JT. Thursday is A Knight's Ransom, which is ran by Maddie. Friday, we don't currently have any games running, but if you would like to run a game, please feel free to reach out to any of the moderators in our Discord. There is a link to it down below. Saturday, we have Stolen Cities, which is ran by Alex. And then we'll see you back for next Sunday for another
For the
episode. The season finale.
season
of
finale of
Varinheim.
Varinheim.
Mm-hmm.
Look forward to y'all there. And with that, we bid y'all a farewell.
Good night.